Start with the interview. Congrats on winning today's match. What are your thoughts about today's match? Especially, I'd like to ask, what was going on in your head like at 5 all in the final set in the match tiebreak? That looked like a very tense situation. So, what were you thinking about?
First of all, thank you so much. I think today's match it was not easy to play because the conditions were very difficult. The ball was not really traveling through the air so much; it was holding up. So, and also we're playing under lights.
Yeah.
After a long time, we played playing a match under lights, so it's not never easy. I mean, and plus we're playing lefty righty combination, so we're trying to get used to that as well. So, there were so many back and forth exchanges, up and down, momentum shifts. But having said that, I think we stayed strong there. Yes, in the tie breaks, we know it's going to be 1 point here and there. We have won a few of them like that. We've lost a couple really close like that as well. So we had to stay positive no matter what. Even though we got a 2-love lead, but still we were down again.
Yeah.
Mini break, and then again even the tie break was similar to the sets. But I think in the end we just played some good, aggressive, smart points and closed it out. And that those guys are extremely tough team. They did really well last year. So tricky first round, but glad to be still alive.
That's awesome. You'd also played, I think, Rafa Matas in the Australian Open
Correct.
mixed doubles
That's
final.
right. Yeah.
So did you pick up some cues from that, or like how did that help you?
No, I think it's very different with the mixed and men's doubles. Yes, you do, a little bit of their strengths. I mean, the guys are playing week in, week out, so a lot with them. The in the mixed doubles there, I was playing on the ad side. Today, I'm playing on the deuce side. So
Right.
obviously that is, definitely makes a little bit different. Yeah, but having said that, it's nice to have gotten to play him. So it's a little fresh the memory.
It's just like going back.
But still, memories fresh in terms of playing against him, but
Yeah.
not the result being.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
that away,
Yeah.
but but still, but at the end of the day, just happy to be through the second round.
Yeah. Sure. And in the next round, you play Grigor Dimitrov and Anubi Urkash. They beat Rajiv Ram and Joe Salisbury yesterday. So, what are your thoughts about that match?
I mean, they're extremely good tennis players. They play a lot of doubles. May not be together as a team, but
Yeah.
also separately. Hurkacz plays a lot of doubles. Especially from the past 3-4 years, he's been playing a lot, and they both know really well how to play this game, and they're going to be a tough team. As they beat Rajiv and Joe. Never easy to beat those guys. And so they came through that good match. Both serve well, return well. So we're up against a tough team, and luckily we have a day off tomorrow, so we can come in and practice a bit. And it's nice to get a lot of support here in India. There's
Yeah.
always a lot of Indians who come out and support. I mean, even though today with all the rain and everything, there were
Yeah.
so many of them there, which was nice always. And I know on the weekend as well, I have a lot of my friends and many Indians from the Bay Area who come along, and this I think the event itself brings in such a warm culture from various part of the world, and people to come and enjoy the tennis. And I think that's nice, and in a way I get to see also my friends. It's like
Yeah.
once a year family bonding time is what I call it. Yeah.
That's super. Talking about practices, after the practice yesterday, I think we saw Denis Shapovalov and Felix coming in, and you shared a light moment with Dennis. So, like, are you guys still in touch with each other, or like, you guys are pretty good friends? So, like, how's that going?
No, I think it's really good. Yeah, I definitely share a very very close friendship with him. He's such a wonderful guy, and as he came on the court, the first thing we were talking about that luckily we don't play each other in the first round, because the last few times when we didn't play doubles together, both it happened in. Canada as well, and Cincinnati last year. We played back to back. Actually, it happened in Washington, Canada, and Cincinnati. So 3 weeks in a row, we ended up playing each other. So that's why the light moment was that thank God we're at least not playing each other
This
in the
time.
first round.
Right, right,
So
right.
but still, I think both Dennis and Felix are great guys, and fantastic tennis players. So I mean, it's fun as always. I've known majority of the guys, on the tour.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's nice to share some good light moments.
That's really cool. And you've been playing with Maddie Ebden since the start of the season. and you reached the finals of Rotterdam and you won the Qatar Open. How's your assessment of the partnership so far?
I think it's still, getting to find the right rhythm. But having said that, I think, we have found, what really our strengths are and where we can complement each other. And, every match is so different and the conditions are different. So we can't really control those things, but at least what we can do is really bring in what strengths we as a team can really bring out there. And then if we have to adapt during the matches, we go through that and we sit and chat. And that really has helped, and helps me play my freestyle of game, especially when Matt is such a solid player. He returns well, he's extremely consistent, so I can take a lot of chances. And that's the way I've always done well with partners, somebody like that. And I think that is what is really working for us.
That's great. Um, you've been playing really well. Unfortunately, Indian tennis is seeing a little bit of a vacuum right now. Like especially with singles, like our highest ranked player Sumit Nagal right now, he's 379. We've I don't think we have anyone in the top 250, so no one in the slam quarries. Even at Indian Wells, you're the only Indian representative. In doubles, we do have Yuki and Saket and Bala and Jivan in the top 100. So like, how do you see the future of Indian tennis right now in the short term and like maybe in the long term, medium term for 5 years, next 10 years? How do you think that's gonna go?
So my biggest, thing for all these guys, I've been saying it for many years, is that you have to invest in yourself. Invest in yourself in the sense that you need to have a coach or a physio traveling with you full time. Yes, it is expensive. We've all been through that journey.
Yeah.
And tennis is like starting your own company. You put in capital, you don't know where it's going to head, but that is what it takes. I mean, I've been having a full-time coach, full-time physio for the past 12, 15 years, and
Yeah.
that is what makes a difference. You need to have somebody there. How much ever maybe knowing the sport, you need an outside perspective, and you can't just have 2 weeks one guy, then not have somebody for 3 weeks. And this is not happening. I mean, this is not happening. I don't see the guys really investing in themselves. And when they do that, whether it's the men's tennis, the women's tennis, playing in India, yes, they have coaches, they have physios, there's all going on. But when they're traveling outside, they all say it's expensive, but it was the same similar scenario when we did it also. I mean, we still did the same thing. I mean, that's exactly what it takes. You need to do that to understand where your game is, how it is heading. And I think that will make the change for the, Indian tennis.
And so we've talked about the current crop of players, but and what do you think about the juniors? Do you have anyone that you have specifically in mind who you think is going to do really well?
I don't really have anyone that particular such, but it's still they need to understand that they need to get out of their comfort zone, and that's when tennis is really a challenge to really focus on and be out there and play tennis. Just being in your comfort zone and trying to play out there will not really make you grow as a tennis player. So there are a few juniors who, luckily, this year in Australian Open, I
Yeah.
saw they were playing, which is nice to see. Finally, that we have, I think there's a junior event here starting on Monday.
Easter Bowl, I think.
There was a young kid called Ayush Bhatt. He sent me a message saying that if I was happy to hit with him, I hit with him in Australia. So it's really nice that I get to see them also.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm at the end of the day, they also need to, I think, hear or speak to guys who have been through that
Yeah,
journey,
yeah,
been
yeah.
in these tournaments. And this is what is really going to help them grow, understand what it takes. And it is definitely possible, but it needs a lot of discipline and commitment, not only from the player, parents, coaches. Everyone need to be really focused on that.
My next question is it's about Sania Mirza. You've known her for really long. You've as a friend on and off the court, and she's obviously been one of India's like brightest ever tennis stars. And she just retired. Like, so can you talk a little bit about that? How has your journey been with her? Like seeing her throughout her career.
I mean, it's been really amazing that I've shared so many years on the tour with her, played with her, a bunch of times, and definitely miss on the tour. Like for example, I mean, as you mentioned earlier, I'm the only Indian here at the
Yeah.
Indian Wells tournament. But I know Sania. If she was playing, she would have been here.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have that company. But she has inspired so many wonderful, people, not only India but across the globe,
Yeah.
and so many different sports athletes who have picked up the sport thanks to her also. So I think it's really amazing what she has done, and the sacrifices she has gone through. Not only her, but dad, mom, sister, everyone have been part of that amazing journey. And I know that she's going to be still involved in tennis and sport in a big way. And the good thing is that anytime I need some help for figuring out how I can help the women's tennis or do something in any other part of tennis, I can just reach out to her, and she's happy to give me her feedback, her advice, and she's always nice when you have that good a friendship.
That's awesome. What are you're still going like extremely strong. What are your goals for the rest of the season? And is also playing Paris 2024 one of the
No,
plans?
I think those things are still such a long way off. I mean, I'm still enjoying competing on the
Yeah.
tour, playing these big events. At the end of the day, you are here talking to me because there is an Indian tennis player.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is what we need. We need Indians to play at the biggest stage, inspire, the next generation. So I feel, chatting with you, talking to you, who knows, someone out there may listen to us, read about this, and this is what we really need. I mean,
Yeah.
we have a great tennis culture. I mean, we need to constantly give back to the sport. So I'm really happy representing the country. Whether I'm just by myself or there's going to be more people here, but I'm just happy to be still flying the Indian flag out here in this
Yeah.
tournament. I'm that is the true feeling I have, and I'm
Thank you.
proud
Yeah.
moment for me to be playing in these tournaments.
Thanks so much.
Right.
Yeah, let's just really hope that next time it's you and more players as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Thank you
absolutely.
so much. I think
Thank you.
that's all I had for now.
Thanks
Yeah,
so much.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you
Nice
so
to meet
much.
you.
Thanks a lot for your
Yeah,
time.
no
Yeah,
worries.
thank you.